Hey guys, what's up? It's Andrea. We're back from hiatus, and yeah, I just took a little time off, and it definitely wasn't because I was watching Criminal Minds or anything. I always prioritize adult life over Netflix. No, I didn't. No, but seriously, I did take a couple weeks off to work on a screenplay, and now that that's done, I can get back to making videos for you guys. Today's video, we're gonna learn everything you need to know about moving to Los Angeles, the money edition. Found that there weren't a lot of resources for me when I was moving out here. There were a lot of articles that basically just said don't do it, which isn't helpful because if you're looking this stuff up, you're already going to do it. So I wanted to put something out there for the people who have asked me and for other people around the world who want to move but don't know how to do it. So hopefully it helps. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first topic that we're going to cover is saving money. So you're going to want to save anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 before you move. I know this seems like a lot of money, and it actually can vary person to person. I've heard that people moved out here with like $500 in their pocket, and I've heard some people move out here with like hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever. The important part is that you cover your bases. So the main reasons that you are going to need money when you move out here are just your basic expenses as far as moving is concerned. I drove out here, so I needed gas money, food money, and places to stay while I drove. And you're also going to need a place to stay in LA once you get here while you look for another place to live if you haven't found one already. Huge expense that not a lot of people think of is your security deposits, because you don't just need them for an apartment. When I moved to my city, I actually needed to pay a security deposit just to get my utilities turned on, and that was several $100s. And then you also need to do your regular apartment security deposit, which in my experience is more than it was in the Midwest. So where I came from, my security deposit was way less than half of my monthly rent, and here it was the complete total of my monthly rent plus first month's rent. So it was 2 times what I would normally be paying, and that's a big chunk of money to have to give away. So you're definitely going to need something saved up so that you're not spending all of your food money. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is basically monthly expenses. Before I moved to Los Angeles, people were giving me this idea that living in LA was like a crazy, crazy expensive nightmare and that it was impossible and I'd have to be working like 24/7, but that just isn't really the case. I mean, most of my expenses are basically the same as what they were in Wisconsin. It's just rent, basically, is the biggest thing. So in Wisconsin, I was paying about 3 times less than what I'm paying right now. And here I live in a studio apartment, which, you know, I think is pretty great because my kitchen's right there and my video games are right here. And that's all I need is food and video games. So what's not to like? Alright, the last thing that I want to talk about is job versus career. When you move to Los Angeles, you're going to have to get a survival job. Everyone does. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. You probably won't be able to find a nice big adult job right out of college. So get a serving job, get a busing job, or hosting, or work in retail somewhere, or be someone's assistant. Basically anything just to pay your bills while you work on your magic mind and your magic potential. Before I moved, I actually got a serving job that I knew was a national chain so that I could transfer, but it still took me 3 weeks to start working. And the person I moved out with, it took him probably a month to get a job. As far as career goes in Los Angeles, it can get discouraging. That's just the same for everyone. So I recommend setting really small goals for yourself. You just can't look at it as a big picture. You're never going to reach your dream job in a day. So you have to find goals that you can reach in a day to keep yourself sane. Another thing that I recommend is not comparing yourself to other people. There are some people that I've met who've been here for 2 years and they're wildly successful. And there's some people that I've met who have been here for over 10 and they're not in a much different place than me. And it's just, you can't compare your journey to someone else because they started differently than you. They had different things. They are a whole different person. And you know, for the most part, especially if you're in the entertainment industry, a lot of it does come down to luck. it comes down to who you know and what opportunities you were given, and you can't control that, so there's no sense in worrying about it. Okay, so to summarize, you're gonna wanna save up anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000, but if you don't fit in that range, don't worry about it. It's based on your own situation, so if you're confused about something, message me, or write out a budget. Try and figure out what you're gonna need when you move out. Alright, so next week we're gonna be talking about housing and social life in Los Angeles. If you have any questions about what I talked about today, or the specifics about how I did this for myself, comment them below or message me on Facebook if you have me on there. Yeah, I just really want to know what you guys are confused about or what other questions you have, because I've heard from several people who want to move, and I just want to help people do it. It's not as impossible as you think it is. Before I moved, I really thought there's no way I can do this. Like, it seemed so crazy and so stupid, but now that I'm here, it's just super chill, and I feel like such a dork for freaking out.